Jihad is physical violence which Muslims engage in to take over properties which they never had, which they began having from the 7th century, from people who disagreed, who refused to become Muslims and therefore make their properties Islamic. When they refused, Muslims assaulted, attacked and took over. And this is what happens from the 7th century till date, and they're trying to do that in the UK. This is evil. Muhammad said, look, I need to go and use that property even though they have refused for me to use, and if they prevent me, I will use violence, because fighting and engaging in violence is better than fitna, me not giving up my delusion that is my property. You are saying the deluded Muslims who wanted to use that property are from the same tribe. I am telling you, your claim is unjustified until you provide evidence. Who told you Masjid al-Haram was owned by a tribe called Quraysh? Who told you this? Please come debate, please. So same topic, take two with this gentleman right now. No. Lovely. Good to see you, sir. Good to you.
Establish a rule for that.
What rule? We understood the
interruption.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
2 minutes each. Time.
Okay. Second, if I make a question, you have to respond at that question.
Well, excuse me, sir.
Second thing, if you are saying anything, you have to prove it. Not saying that one it's coming from sky. Oh, no, show me your evidence.
Too much.
Oh,
Same thing.
they start interrupting now. Okay.
Well, you were speaking a lot.
No, I'm saying the rule. No, I'm not speaking a lot. I'm
Saying
saying
a lot.
that
Before the debate began, you were speaking a lot. He is my friend, he can speak, don't worry.
Okay, well,
now we'll debate, 2 minutes each. Yeah, you have said what you have said. Let's get started.
You understand? This is the rule.
This is the rule of any sensible person, without even mentioning. Of course, if anyone says anything, they should. So do you start? So you understand the topic, sir? Sir, do you understand the topic?
Yeah,
you are going to argue.
About jihad.
And you are going to argue that jihad is good.
No. I'm going to explain to you jihad, what is meaning jihad in Islam.
Sure, once.
Okay.
Once. I'm not looking for an Arabic dictionary right now. I'm looking for a person to debate the topic.
Okay.
Are you claiming jihad is good in the way you see jihad in the Quran? Are you saying jihad is good?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
So the topic.
Sure.
So the topic right now.
Yeah.
You are arguing.
In my Quran, I will explain it to you.
Sure.
Maybe you didn't understand what it's.
Sure. Good luck. Thank you very much. Good luck. All the best to you. But so you are going to present. You are going to say jihad is good. I will say jihad is evil. Yeah. So that's the topic.
Matter what you are saying.
Yeah, please. Start. 2 minutes.
I will say to you.
2 minutes each. Please start.
Okay. Now, if we are going and read the Quran, what is exactly the meaning of that word? Okay? You have to understand exactly the meaning of the word and the circumstances that you are going to do it. Why? Because otherwise, there is no sense if I am taking just only the single word and that's it. It's make nonsense. Okay? Now, in all surah and ayat, the jihad, it's mandatory. There is a condition for that. Now, which kind of mandatory? Why we have to make jihad? There is, first, if someone, okay, agree, come to us and oblige us, for example, to change our religion. We have to react for that. But there is no way in Quran that God saying you have to do jihad, for example, to converting people. This is incorrect information because never say, because in the same Quran is saying you have your religion, I have my religion, and you have your religion, I have my religion, and God will judge. God will judge. This is the first. If you are saying that jihad is ordered by God for Muslims, I said incorrect. Or this is a big lie. There is circumstances that you have to respect. If these circumstances never happen, there is no jihad at all. I think that it's so clear what I'm saying. Okay, I finish. I give it to you 2 seconds.
All right, the gentleman here, lovely start, but he said he needs to justify, which I didn't find in what he presented there at all. Plenty of waffling, no justification. I'll help you on. Oh, you're interrupting right now.
No. You said no justification.
You are interrupting.
I have the proof. Don't say I am not justified. You want the proof? I will give you.
One second. One second. You did not quote even one surah. Excuse me, one second. You did not even quote one surah.
Yes.
You did not quote even one surah. You did not quote one surah, one ayah. You did not. Number one. Number two. One second. Number two. One second. Your first rule was don't interrupt.
Okay.
But you interrupted me right now.
No.
Could I request you not to go against your own rules?
Okay, go ahead.
Remember earlier I said these are rules that sensible people already know.
Okay.
But you're not following.
We say from the rules, don't lie and give the proof. You start with the lie immediately.
But
I have to interrupt you.
No.
If you are starting with the lie, I'm not stupid, man. Okay? Okay, but we say the rules, don't lie. He's using taqiyya.
I'll start again. He went on a 5-minute rant.
Okay.
But at least he's a lovely man. Good to see.
Go ahead.
All right. Okay. What is jihad? I'll begin with the primer. You find plenty of information in Surah Al-Baqarah, Surah 2, Surah Al-Imran, Surah 3, Surah Al-Ma'idah, Surah 5, Surah Al-Anfal, Surah 8, Surah 9, Surah Tawbah, Surah 33, Surah Al-Azab, all over the place. What is jihad? Very simple. Remember, I'll give you context. Muhammad was the Osama bin Laden of that time. He owned nothing. He did not own the temple. Masjid al-Haram, he did not own. He wanted to take over Masjid al-Haram, entire Hijazi, and the entire world. A person who had nothing wanted to take over all of these. That's the context. How did he manage to do that? He managed to do that. We find details in all of these surahs. Surah Al-Anfal, for example, helps us understand how he went around to take over bounties. Surah 57 helps us understand how he decided that the Jews and the Christians did not deserve to own properties. Surah 59 helps us understand how the Muslims chased away Jews and Christians from their own self-defense residential towers. He chased away. So in other words, we understand the context. Now we can define properly. What is jihad? Jihad is physical violence which Muslims engage in to take over properties which they never had, which they began having from the 7th century, from people who disagreed, who refused to become Muslims and therefore make their properties Islamic. When they refused, Muslims assaulted, attacked, and took over. And this is what happens from the 7th century till date, and they're trying to do that in the UK. This is evil.
Finish?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go, your time.
Okay. Now the argument, what he is saying, it's very simple, because he's saying that the Islam coming just only by war and it's spread by war to conquer lands, to kill the other people that doesn't believe in Islam. This is, he call it jihad. Well, he mentioned some surah numbers without saying the content. It's amazing, because if I want to debate and mention just only the surah, that Baqarah, for example, it's 285 ayah. 285. Which one that he refers? I don't know. This is the first point. Second point. From the beginning I said, and I mentioned ayah in Quran, God said to all, La, and also we have a hadith. The hadith is saying also, La ikraha fi din. It's mean This is in Arabic. The translation, you cannot force anyone to change his religion. It's so clear this. Why he cannot say, no, you force it. You can cut his head. Never say that. Never. In Quran, okay, this is our book. Never mention any kind of these things that he cited before. It's completely lie. Mention is this. You believe, I believe. I will give you your belief and I will take my belief. And then the final judgment is just only by God. It's only by God. Okay. Yeah, for a second I will give it to you.
No, it took more time.
No, it's for yeah, 158.
No, the alarm rang. It finished and went over.
Oh, okay.
But that's fine.
Okay.
That's fine. You can have 30 more seconds. No problem.
It's not a problem. For
At least you're friendly. That's good.
Okay. Go ahead.
I'll tell you the story as to what happened. Muhammad did not own Masjid al-Haram. He did not own it. Neither did his entourage. They did not own it. They went and said, hey, look, this property I want to take over. Surah 22, Ayat 40 says how they took over synagogues, how they took over churches, monasteries and so on. Likewise, they wanted to take over Masjid al-Haram. Now, what happened? Surah 2, 114, Ayat 114, they said, no Islamic Allah here. He's not our God. No, you can't even mention his name here. So what did Muhammad do? Muhammad declared a war. You know what he said? In Surah 2, Ayah 196, you find this detail. And also Ayats 213 and 214. And that passage, when you read Surah 2 Al-Baqarah, Ayats 213 to 217, if you read carefully, Muhammad said, look, I need to go and use that property, even though they have refused for me to use. And if they prevent me, I will use violence, because fighting and engaging in violence is better than fitna. Me not giving up my delusion that is my property. So in other words, he is Osama bin Laden, who thinks the entire world belongs to him, and he fights for the entire world to become a caliphate. That's what Muhammad did with Masjid al-Haram. He went and he declared. Now, in Surah 9, the first 12 ayats or so also gives some additional details as to how he did. He actually launched violence, and whilst launching violence, if anyone became Muslim, he let them go. That's why I said he converted under duress. And where he did not convert, in Surah 59 you find details. Surah
121.
Surah 59.
No, the first one. It's 121.
Surah 216. Sorry, yes. Surah Al-Baqarah. Ayat 216. 217. Maybe we can read that. And help me on. Yeah. So. Yes.
But then with the Muslim religions, there are so many different types. Grant you that there are, since becoming Muslim, it's open-minded.
Ayat 216, 217.
You know?
Yeah. 216, 217. Earlier I said 213, 214. 216, 217.
It's not exactly what you said. I'm sorry.
Can we read? Can we read?
Yeah.
Battle has been enjoined. 216.
216.
Yeah, 216. I'm reading two ayats. Yeah, 216.
No, which one that you are reading now?
Surah Al-Baqarah.
No. The 216 you are reading.
217. Yeah, 216. Yeah, I'm starting with 216.
Yeah, okay. Go ahead. 216.
Battle has been enjoined upon you while it is hateful to you. So he's motivating some people to fight.
I'm sorry. It's not exactly the thing.
What is
sorry.
that? What is that?
They are asking you.
Yeah.
This is what exactly
Yeah.
the translation.
Yeah.
Asking you about the month that there is no war.
Sure. To go one ayat before this. Because, different Qurans, numbering.
No. It's not exactly.
Please listen.
No.
One
What
second.
was done in the Quran?
1 second, please.
No, please.
Sure, no problem.
No, don't. This is the Quran. Any Quran that here, just only bring it. If you are saying Baqarah, Ayah 216, this is Ayah 216. I don't know which
Let's
Quran
not argue about this right now. Let's focus on the content. So you've gone one ayat before that. Yeah,
okay,
one ayat
215.
before that. Yeah, 215. Yeah, take 215, which is 216 in my Quran. But I don't want to argue about that difference right now. 215. Let's read. Yeah. Battle has been enjoined upon you while it is hateful to you. You don't like to fight, but you are supposed to fight.
Okay.
But perhaps you hate a thing and it is good for you. So Islamic Allah is convincing them and saying, look, it is good to fight, even though you don't like to fight. And perhaps you love a thing that it is bad for you, and Allah knows while you know not. Yeah. So now
this
He's
is
trying to convince.
215.
Yeah, sure. He's trying to convince people to fight when some of them clearly did not want to fight. And we find more information in the next ayat. They ask you about the sacred month,
Yeah, okay.
about fighting. Now, to fight is fixed. The only question is when. And so they are asking, could we fight during the sacred month?
Okay.
And so you, about fighting therein, and the response comes, say, fighting therein is great sin. You know, fighting is terrible. Yeah, fighting during that time is terrible.
Yeah, okay.
But, averting from the way of Allah, preventing us from the way of Allah and disbelief, fitna, in Him, in Allah, and Al-Masjid Al-Haram. Do you see that?
Yeah.
So they are preventing you from accessing Masjid Al-Haram. Because they are preventing, even though fighting otherwise is terrible, they are forcing fitna upon you and access to Masjid Al-Haram that you are entitled to in your delusion, so you can fight. So he goes on, fitna, Al-Masjid Al-Haram and the expulsion of its people therefrom are greater in the sight of Allah, and fitna is greater than killing. Do you see that? So he is saying, instead of disbelief, we will kill.
No.
What is
no.
Fitna is greater than killing.
No. In Arabic. Listen here.
Sure.
Here. Okay? I'm following you exactly. ولا يزالون يقاتلونك حتى يردونك عن دينكم. This is its mean. They are permanently, okay, and continuously trying to diverse you from your religion, if they can.
Before
Woman,
that. I'm talking about before
no,
that.
you talk
phrase
about the
before that.
fitna. It's okay. This is the after
Fitna.
the fitna.
I want to compare fitna with killing.
عند الله والفتنة أكبر من القتل.
Yeah, what does it say?
This is just mean the
Fitna is greater than?
It's greater than killing.
What does that mean? What does that mean in this context? What does it mean?
What this is mean?
Yep.
It's a normal because with the fitna, it's mean that you spread lies for all the people.
No, don't
saying,
go to the,
saying
here.
This is in general.
No,
okay?
I'm asking about the specific.
No, what's specific here?
I'll tell you what the specific
عند
is.
الله والفتنة أكبر من القتل ولا
My dear friend, please. This is a specific. Please pay
No,
attention.
friend,
Please,
friend, you don't
I
teach
don't
me
understand.
my language.
I'm not teaching you
No,
language.
you are teaching my language. It's written here. If your translation is
please
not
finish and
proper,
I'll clarify.
If your problem is not my problem.
Sure. You please finish and then I'll clarify. Please.
Yeah. This is what it's saying. There is no specific. Here, it's God is talking about, okay, about jihad or, okay, and they're saying they will fight you, okay? They will fight you until they diverse you from your religion if they can.
My brother,
And who?
can I just? I think
No, just and who will change from you
Yeah.
your religion?
Yeah.
Let him die, and he is a kafir.
Yeah. Sorry, there's a fight happening
يموت
there.
وهو كافر. يموت وهو كافر. Let him die
Yeah.
with
So
his sins.
let's focus
It's
right
very,
now.
very simple, very clear.
No, it's not. No, one second. Let's
فأولئك
focus.
حبطت أعمالهم في الدنيا والآخرة وأولئك أصحاب النار هم فيها خالدون.
One second. Let's focus right now.
Okay.
So you are Muhammad and entourage. Yeah. Muhammad and his team. I'm here. You're Muhammad and his team.
Okay.
There is Masjid al-Haram.
Okay.
The custodians of Masjid al-Haram are saying, Muslims, you can't come and use Masjid al-Haram for Islam. You can't. Surah,
No,
you
what
can't.
No, there is no fight in Masjid al-Haram. Oh, what you cannot? There is no fight. in Masjid al-Haram.
What's your
Fight.
point? Excuse me. What is your point?
Yes, no.
But-
There is no fight in Masjid al-Haram.
Sure.
No, sure, you are saying
I'm speaking
something
right
different.
now. Oh, I know.
No, but you are saying
Can I speak?
Muslim cannot.
Can I speak?
No, because yeah, it's okay. But
Can I
but-
speak?
Make your point. Make
Can I speak?
Okay, but when you give me a proof,
Can I
I
speak?
have to check it if that's it.
By all means, but can I speak? Surah 216 in your Quran,
Okay.
they ask you about sacred month,
Okay.
about fighting therein.
Yeah.
Say, fighting therein is great sin, but averting from the way of Allah and disbelief in Him and Al-Masjid Al-Haram. Do you see that?
Yeah, okay.
So, preventing from Al-Masjid Al-Haram, what does that mean?
No, وكفر به عن سبيله وكفر به والمسجد الحرام.
What does it mean?
This is what it means.
Yeah.
Okay? It means that there is no fight inside the Masjid al-Haram.
Yeah, so we're talking about some fighting.
No, he's saying preventing that this place, it's holy place, there is no fight in that place.
So the topic, okay, can we agree? One second.
Let us say, if that
One
place
step at a time.
called church,
Yeah. So
okay?
No.
I am saying,
let's not do church.
No,
Masjid Al-Haram
okay,
is there.
Synagogue. Or
Can
whatever,
we say-
any place? Let me just only clarify because
Can
you are.
we say-
I think that religion here.
No, we're
make his
focused on the content you're talking about. I don't know what. Can we agree
Okay.
the topic here is somehow related to Masjid Al-Haram also? Can we agree?
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
Because there is
So,
mention that
sure.
in Haram. Yes,
So it has to do.
You cannot do it. You cannot.
Sure. Let's get one second. So the topic has something to do with Masjid Al-Haram also.
Okay.
But can we also agree the topic has something to do with fighting also?
Yes.
Yeah, the topic has something to do with fighting also. So in relation to fighting, some people had asked Muhammad or Allah the question, can we fight during some time, the sacred month? For which you are receiving an answer. The Islamic Allah, you're downloading an answer through Muhammad. What is the answer? Fighting therein is a great sin. It's not ordinarily, it is bad to fight, but averting, preventing from the way of Allah. What is the preventing being referred to here? The preventing, you're being prevented from the way of Allah. What is the way of Allah? That you would go to Masjid Al-Haram to do your Islamic worship at Masjid Al-Haram. You're supposed to go and do it, but they are preventing you from doing it. So the averting from the way of Allah, of course, as per the Muslims at that time, if you don't go to Masjid Al-Haram and praise the Islamic Allah, that is fitna already. And so he goes on, averting from the way of Allah and disbelief in Him. How are they forcing disbelief? That they can't go. They can't go.
The time is not finished.
No, we stopped the time based earlier. We stopped the time based earlier.
It's more
You're not focusing.
It's more than 3 minutes. Okay, go ahead.
You know how that happened? You know how that happened?
Make your point. Make your point.
You know how that happened? You know how that happened?
Okay.
From what I remember, you interrupted.
No, because
You interrupted,
I was
and
curious to see where is the.
well, if you want to return to time.
No, okay, go ahead.
So the
Finish your
Muslims
point.
wanted to.
Finish your point.
The Muslims wanted to go to Masjid Al-Haram. They saw that as part of their Islam. Whereas people of Masjid Al-Haram are saying, no, we don't do Islamic Allah, no Allah here. And in that context is the fighting even being discussed. Fighting is discussed in that context. And then it goes on. And the expulsion of its people therefrom. Expulsion of people from where? From Masjid Al-Haram. From the usage of Masjid Al-Haram. And so it goes on. Therefrom are greater. Ordinarily fighting would be bad, but now we are dealing with a greater problem, which is that we are unable to use Masjid Al-Haram to say Allahu Akbar, because we can't do its fitna. And that is the greater problem. And because of that, we can fight. And that is why it goes on to say, fitna is greater problem than killing.
No, here is
What
the
does it say?
problem.
What does it say?
Here is your problem,
What
and
is the problem?
I knew you were getting there. First of all, my good brother, it defines a specific situation,
Yeah.
and it calls that specific situation is a fitna.
Yeah.
And then it goes on saying, a fitna in general is worse than fighting.
Killing.
Not
Killing.
أشد
Killing.
من
It's killing.
القتل say it comes from قتال, which means fighting, not killing.
Okay, so it doesn't matter whether it is fighting
Very
or
important.
but
Why?
whether
Because قاتلوا
whether-
الذين يقاتلونكم, fight those who fight you. So the Arabic word can be used أقتله, which means kill
Order.
him,
It's order.
and the other one is al-qatl,
One
which
second.
means
One
fighting.
You see this?
Which means fitna
One
is
second.
worse than fighting.
Do you see this? Do you see this?
What?
That's the word, and this is a
Why have you chosen this? It has, in Arabic, it doesn't say that.
Okay, fine.
Al-qital, it means
Look,
to
the Arabic
fight,
is here.
war.
The Arabic is here, and the Arabic, according to Quran.com, according to Quran app, not
Who says Quran.com? What is al-qital in Arabic?
you've spoken. Please listen.
قاتلوا الذين يقاتلونكم.
You have
What does it
spoken.
mean?
Now, please listen.
No, I haven't.
No, no.
I've just come new.
Now,
You
right
have
now,
spoken.
right now,
But
you have
can I-
spoken.
May I
But can I-
May I complete my logic?
You did
In
complete
Arabic,
already.
No, I haven't. In the Quran it says قاتلوا الذين يقاتلونكم, which means fight those who fight you. It doesn't say kill those who kill you. It makes no sense. So therefore,
Yes, that's fine.
Therefore,
Can I-
there is
No.
a meaning to the word قاتل.
Okay.
يقتل.
For a moment,
Different.
for a moment, let's say it only says fighting.
Because you are trying to
Can
say,
I now speak?
You are trying to say.
Can I now speak?
You are trying to
I will
say,
speak for myself. You don't have to speak for
You
myself.
were trying to say that because fitna ashaddu min al-qatl, you said ashaddu, which is worse than killing, because what you are trying to say is therefore it justifies Muslims killing others rather than arguing.
Can I speak?
And that is wrong.
Can I speak right now?
And I knew it from the beginning. That's what you
It's
were
good
trying
to
to
know,
get.
but can I speak right now?
I want.
Can I?
I want to
I don't
know
know
your
what.
point.
I don't know why you're happy right now. I don't know what
I'm
point
not
you've made.
happy at all.
I don't
I
know
am
what
not.
point you've made. Can I speak right now?
Yes.
So
just-
please pay attention.
I am paying attention.
Please pay
Please
attention.
go ahead.
So
Yeah.
let us for a moment say it only says fighting. 10 moments. For a moment say it is only dealing with fighting.
Okay.
Now any Tom, Dick and Harry, and including the Quran, knows the fighting here is for. Yeah. Anyway, I'll come to that later. Now very simply, the context is simple. Muslims are deluded into thinking Masjid al-Haram is theirs, Islamic, and they have gone there. People of Masjid al-Haram say, no, you can't come here. But the Muslims insist, this is in the way of Allah that we come in, and we are supposed to be here.
It's all
And
right. Yes.
that's what they are thinking in their delusion. And
Why
as
do
a,
you use the word delusion? Is that right?
what right is what is their right?
Let's say they are not Muslims, they are Quraysh. They have the right as much as the ones who have not become Muslim. So it is their right. So
Masjid
they are
al-Haram,
Muslim.
Masjid al-Haram
Yeah.
was owned by non-Muslims. Can we agree?
No, by Quraysh.
Says who?
Quraysh.
No, no,
Say so.
And if they are
You know-
Muslims,
you
they
know-
are still
no,
Quraysh.
no, no,
They
wait.
still have the right.
Says who?
No,
Says
wait.
you, says everything.
Okay, listen
The
carefully.
Arabs. So if they become
no,
an
no.
Arab, they become a
No, no,
Muslim,
no.
does that give them less right to be
Listen
there?
carefully. Listen carefully.
Wait,
My dear friend,
who
listen
be-
carefully.
No.
No, no,
You
once-
are debating with me or with him?
Well, I don't know. He
Because
came
I'm-
in,
you
and
are
I don't know
debating
you.
with me or with him?
I'm not debating. The debate
This is
now
a
we're
speaker's
discussing
corner
right now.
we are talking
No,
about.
it's okay.
Discussing right. No, no. Whoa. One second.
One second, please, please. Let me just
Once.
finish my
Once.
thoughts. Okay. me
No,
and you.
wow, I'm going to move on.
You said-
Sorry, you were quite happy in him trying to rescue you earlier. Please now listen. Please, you need to listen right now. Now, I don't know if you understand this. Ownership of buildings doesn't work. Ownership of buildings doesn't necessarily work on tribal level unless it is justified. I can't just go to I'm a Tamil ethnically. I can't just go to all Tamils and say, look, I'm a Tamil, and therefore I'll take over your home. I can't. It might come as
But
it
those
might
Muslims
it might
actually
it might
belongs to the
it
same
might
tribe.
it might
They
come
just became
it
Muslim.
might.
They belong to the
I
same
listened to you
tribe.
so far.
But you are.
I listened to you so
You are
far.
putting it out of context.
I listened to you so far. Now you're panicking in my mind.
I am not at all.
No, I listened to you patiently.
Go ahead.
If so, very simply, Surah 2, Ayat 114. The custodians there of the ones who were in ownership of Masjid al-Haram said, "No Islamic Allah here." Whether you like it or
To their people, to the tribe, to the same tribe, to the same people of the same
says who?
tribe.
Says who?
Says the
Says who?
history.
Where?
Talk to, where does
Where?
it say otherwise?
Where?
Where does it say otherwise?
That's not how history works. For history to
What?
work, you were saying it's the same tribe. Where does it say
Of course, the Quraysh became
Where?
Muslim, some of them, and therefore they are still Quraysh.
I
They still have the right to
I
the
hear
Kaaba.
you. I hear your story.
so that's good. Not
Where?
story, it's logic.
No, I'm here.
Please.
Please listen carefully. This is
They
Speaker's Corner.
are
This is
tribes.
Speaker's
They
Corner.
are- they
You
are
don't
the
answer a
tribes.
question which you asked. You answer a question that I asked. So
You
you
are
are saying
misreading.
you are saying that despite Surah 2 Ayat 114
Not
saying,
despite anything. I'm
can
talking
I
to
can
you
I
not
ask
out of
my
the Quran.
question?
I'm not talking
Can
about
I
the
ask
Quran.
my question? As a Muslim, answer my question. Don't answer your question. Answer my question.
I am answering your question.
For you to be able
What's
to
your
answer my question,
Exactly. What is your question? Exactly.
if you don't interrupt one more time, you might learn quickly.
Go ahead.
So, you are saying the property was owned by the ones who went to take over. I am giving you historical information based on what I.
And who
Now,
are these
you
people?
interrupting again? At this, at this.
Your question.
Well, if you interrupt, you won't know, would you? Please ask him. Sheikh, please, he's asking you to listen.
Don't go historical. Go to the directly to the question.
Yes,
Give me your
don't
answer.
interrupt.
No,
One
but
more
go.
time, don't interrupt and act like
Go.
clowns.
Please.
And ask me.
Yeah.
Please.
Go ahead with
So
the
request him, don't come to me. Surah 2.
Surah 2 in
Can I speak?
Surah 2.
Don't interrupt, sir. Can I speak, sir?
Okay, Surah 2.
Surah 2, in my Quran, Ayat 114, in your Quran, Ayat 113, would tell you,
Baqarah. This is
Surah Al-Baqarah,
114.
would tell you 113 in your Quran. Don't argue with me about the numbering
no,
difference.
I'm not going to argue.
They said no Islamic Allah here. They said no. The Muslims were deluded. You are saying the deluded Muslims who wanted to use that property are from the same tribe. I am telling you, your claim is unjustified until you provide evidence. Who told you Masjid al-Haram was owned by a tribe called Quraysh? Who told you this? Is where?
Historically.
Where?
Where is Rome?
Where?
You know Rome is there.
Okay, now instead of
History.
excuse me,
History.
excuse me, sir. If I ask you for your name and ask you what your name is,
No.
will you say, hey, look at this, why don't you argue about his passport?
No.
I'm asking about Masjid al-Haram.
It was
Do you-
controlled by the Quraysh.
Sure,
yes.
sure,
So
sure.
everybody knows that.
Sure.
And,
Sure. Everybody.
and part of the Quraysh
Wow,
became
wow,
Muslim.
wow.
So they have just as much
Wow,
right
wow.
as the non-Muslims.
Wow, I like your
So-
I like your ideas. What I'm struggling to get from you is evidence.
Where is
Where
the evidence that it isn't so?
do you know the word Quraysh? Do you know how many times it shows up in the Quran?
What? Was that relevant? It's not relevant.
not relevant.
It's not relevant.
Excuse me, my dear friend. Do you know how history works?
But of course
Do you
I
know-
do. I'm
yeah.
a scientist and I know how.
At this rate, if you do history, I'll chuck you out. Please listen carefully.
I'm not doing history. I'm a theoretical physicist.
Sure.
The
So
point
no,
of the matter-
excuse me, sir. Please listen. Listen. Instead of speaking a lot, if you're a scientist, listen carefully and
No,
engage.
but you are not giving us
So
a
far-
question. What is your question?
So far,
you start
if you
together and
if
there
you-
is no question.
there is so far no evidence presented on the
Where is
table.
your evidence?
Don't interrupt.
He want, I
Mr.
will give
Scientist,
him evidence. He want-
Mr.
You
Theoretical
are saying-
Physicist,
listen
please.
to me, listen to me.
Please
to
listen.
me, listen. No,
Please listen
Listen
carefully.
to me, please.
No, I understand.
No,
I'm talking-
listen to
Talk
me.
to him.
You want the evidence.
Mr. No,
You want the evidence.
yes, please.
I will give you
Evidence,
the
yes,
evidence.
please.
Okay.
Evidence for,
Which evidence
including
cannot,
from the.
cannot be from Quran, first of all.
No, use any evidence.
Okay.
I'm not restricting you,
It's written
including
in the
particularly.
Sirah.
Whoa.
You know-
particularly the theoretical physicists. Where is your evidence?
Avoiding to talk with
I'm not.
me and you are going
I'm
towards him.
because he's a theoretical physicist. I'd like to know how much of science he employs in religion. So, Mr. Theoretical Physicist, also, where is your evidence? You have failed to provide one evidence so
I
far.
told you historically,
Where?
the Kaaba
Where?
was
Where
Stop
is
it,
the evidence?
please. It's from history. Go and read
Where?
books of history.
Where?
The Kaaba was controlled
Where?
by the Quraysh.
Where is the
In
evidence,
history.
sir?
Evidence?
It's in
Okay,
history.
Kaaba.
Where?
Yeah. Kaaba. You
In
know,
history.
you
Where?
know who.
In
Oh, yeah,
history.
I will.
Where?
Also,
In history.
also,
Do you know or
also
don't
in
you
the
know?
book
Yeah,
of
I know,
history.
I know.
Where? What is the book of history? Where?
Read history.
Okay, in your book also.
Where is-
too.
where
in
is
your
in-
book? In your book.
Mr. Theoretical Physicist.
Let me answer him, please.
Sure. Now,
I will give
you.
you the-
Can I? What?
No. He doesn't know. He doesn't know. And you are playing with him. Talk with me. You are
Can
playing
I?
with him because
Instead
he
of
doesn't know.
no.
I will
Just
give you
one
the
second. Just one
evidence. I will
second.
give you the evidence.
Yes, 1 second. I'll come to you.
Who built
Just
the-
1
who
second.
built the Kaaba?
You're not
No,
a.
forget
One
him.
second.
Who built the Kaaba? Forget him. Talk with me. Talk with me. Who built the
Mr.
Kaaba?
Oh.
No,
April,
talk.
Jihad
No,
is up. Now, to you, sir.
Talk with me.
Yeah,
No,
sure.
no.
Yes.
Why?
Did you hear what he said?
I
You
know.
provided no
Why
evidence.
You,
Now
why
to
you
you, sir.
avoid me? Why you avoid me?
You're not a theoretical physicist. You're a terrible physicist. Now
No,
to you, sir.
okay. You know who built Kaaba?
Please tell me. Help me understand.
Okay.
Educate me.
Yeah.
Show me the evidence.
Yeah,
please.
the building of Kaaba, it
Yes.
was done by Abraham, helped by his son Ismail.
Evidence.
Evidence?
Yes. I'm not here for a story.
Which
Where's
kind
the
of
evidence?
which evidence you
Oh my
want?
God. I
in
thought-
Quran?
One second.
We want in Quran
One second,
evidence?
one second.
You accept the evidence of Quran?
Once. I thought.
You asked me evidence and now you ignore what I am answering.
Once.
ignored what I'm saying
I'm
to
here.
say.
I thought when you confessed that the terrible physicist could not give evidence and you somehow wanted to give evidence, I thought you were going to give evidence.
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
You clearly
Please
don't
give
understand.
any evidence. No, you clearly don't understand. Excuse me, sir. At this.
Because it has nothing
I'm
to
not
do with
going-
history.
Excuse me, sir.
Because I
Excuse me,
don't
sir.
know.
You are turning around.
So can we agree? You might be a reasonable physicist, but a terrible historian. So now to you, sir. Now to you, sir.
You are confused
What,
and you're
give
turning around.
once. You and once.
want the
Okay.
Okay.
I'll explain. You know how there are properties managed in the UK? I'm going to explain. Don't, Mr. The terrible physicist, please listen.
Okay.
You know how these work?
Okay.
There are records
Yes.
held in a centralized location.
Yeah,
There's
I
a
know what
particular.
this is.
Whoa. I'm
Don't tell me
speaking.
that. I know what
Don't
it
be
is.
angry.
It's called land registry.
Sure.
It's called
So-
Her Majesty Land Registry.
You know what the problem
don't
is?
know what-
You know what the problem is? When I speak about records of every other.
It's called. It's called.
Listen,
Her
I am here. Let me
I
speak.
know what it is.
I haven't
Okay,
finished.
okay.
In other words, once. You see what the problem is?
No, you ask. I
I'm
answer.
speaking, my dear friend.
You ask. I answer.
I'm.
And you are going
Yeah,
now.
sure.
I don't know where.
Sure. I'm here. I'm still here.
Okay.
I'm
No.
still. Please. When it comes to any other building in the world, there will not be any such delusion held by any Muslim. If I go to his house and say, I am going to take over your house, he is going to go to the court with the land registry record that he has, and he is going to argue. He is going to ask me what kind of evidence you need. But when it comes to historical claims about, or the non-historical claims about Islam, he needs to find from me necessarily what kind of evidence I'll be happy with. I'll come to you, sir.
Okay.
You are a human being, I am a human being. You might own properties, I might own properties. We don't even have to discuss this in detail. You know how to provide historical evidence for why you think Kaaba was Islamic pre-Islam.
I told you.
So show any evidence, please.
I told you. I answered to you, but maybe you didn't listen because you are very busy just
Evidence.
only to talk.
Any evidence.
Evidence.
Yes.
Okay.
Kaaba.
In the history, first of all, the first man who built Kaaba is called Prophet Abraham.
Nice story, evidence.
No, not nice story.
I need evidence.
Okay. Evidence.
Do you understand the word evidence?
If you want the Quran, if you want in the Quran, there is also Quran. You believe in Quran as evidence?
Look.
Yes or not?
Okay. Let's.
You believe in Quran as evidence? Yes or not?
I will answer. Listen carefully. Don't panic.
Oh my God.
If you don't panic and listen, I'll answer. Yeah. How many of you are foolish enough to use a 7th century resource as evidence of a 7th century AD resource as evidence for something that happened 2000 BC? What kind of foolish man you should be to say a 7th century source is going to be an evidence for a 2000 BC event? And so now I'm going to come back to you, sir. I'm assuming you're not foolish. Please, please, no one is by. Oh wow, no one is by waging a jihad. Help me understand. Have you got evidence?
How do you have the evidence?
We need to wrap up, sir.
It's completely rubbish.
This is a terrible physicist.
Where is
I don't know what you are.
Where is the wrong?
Is he giving evidence?
It's completely
Evidence, evidence for Kaaba being. Please listen.
Okay.
Don't be angry.
Okay.
Please listen.
Give me the
Give
evidence
me
of
the
the ruler
evidence.
of Caesar
No,
of
wait,
Rome.
wait.
Listen
Of
carefully.
Rome.
This is-
Caesar
Listen
of Rome.
carefully.
This is
Excuse me, my difference. Please listen.
It's something like talking with the wall.
Theoretical
You know?
physicists, please.
No,
Don't do
let
history.
him-
Thank
let
you.
him go.
Terrible physicists.
What,
Now,
what kind of evidence you want?
Any
You want
any
the
sensible
land
evidence.
registry evidence?
Any
You
sensible.
want land registry evidence?
Any sensible evidence.
Okay. You want land registry?
Pre-Islam.
Okay.
What tells you Kaaba was Islamic? Evidence.
I will give you another.
Evidence.
God promised the Holy Land to Jewish. Where is the land registry for that?
Sure. Could I?
No, I'm not finished. Don't interrupt me every single minute. Okay?
All right.
Yeah, every single
Right.
I am interrupted. Okay. Now, this is the first thing. Second thing, give me the land registry of Colosseum. You know it? It's 2000.
Rome.
Yeah, it's Rome. Okay? And third thing, okay? Where'd you come from? Sorry. As origin.
You want to take over my
No,
property
no,
also?
because maybe
Look, you are a
maybe-
Muhammad
maybe-
follower.
maybe
I need to be really
will
careful
know-
right now, sir. Please.
Maybe I know some.
I know this is
historical
what all
things in
Muslims
your
are thinking, that they think everything belongs
You
to
are
Islam
from
and what.
Pakistan?
I'm not, sir, please.
No,
I'm
because
really, look, I haven't got much time.
you don't know
We're not
what-
dealing with
what I do
fantasy
for-
stories here.
for jokes,
Excuse me,
but
sir.
it's okay.
We are, unfortunately for you, we're not dealing with Harry Potter stories right now.
Okay.
We are dealing with history.
As
And
you
could
know,
I
as
please
you know.
give you one more chance? There is another Muslim gentleman there. All sorts of Muslims are watching. Is there any evidence that Kaaba was Islamic pre-Islam? Simple. Any sensible
I
evidence?
told you. You don't believe in Quran. I told you, if you want the evidence in Quran, there is the evidence
How
in
many?
Quran.
Listen, I'll repeat. Pre-Islam, Islam happened unfortunately terribly in the 7th century AD. Pre-Islam
Islam
is there.
happened when the creation of this with Adam.
Yeah, this is the delusion that Muslims have.
With Adam.
The unfortunate
With Adam.
evil that happened in the
You know
7th
what's
century
mean
is this
Muslim?
particular
You know what's
delusion.
mean Muslim?
Excuse me, sir.
You
I
know
need to,
what's mean Muslim?
to be confused.
You are talking,
To be confused.
No, you are talking about something that you don't
Okay,
know.
sir. Thank you, sir.
No.
So, my dear friends,
what's the meaning of-
Islam is a
Tell
terrible
me
religion.
what
The
the
gentleman here
Tell me
agreed,
what the meaning of Muslim.
confused.
Tell me what the meaning of Muslim.
Someone who is terrible.
English, Arabic, French, any language that you want.
Sure.
What's the meaning of Muslim?
Sure. Can I respond?
Yes,
Sure.
please.
The name Muslim means.
Hey.
Oh, can I? Every now and then he's going to
Meaning.
wow.
Meaning.
It means.
Meaning.
Yeah.
Not name. Meaning. I specified exactly.
Sure.
Okay, meaning.
A Muslim.
Okay, go ahead.
A Muslim is a slave who has relinquished his brain and every other faculty from making sense. Whatever the Islamic Allah says,
I'm sorry,
you
because
foolishly repeat.
Go and
That's
study
who a Muslim is.
language.
Thank you.
Go and study
Love
language.
it, sir. God's
Thank
bless.
you, because
No,
really,
thank you.
you are ignorant.
Thank you very much.
so
Thank you,
much.
thank you.
You are ignorant.
At least you
I'm
didn't
not-
kill me. I'm happy
not
about that.
going-
Thank you very
I'm
much.
not going to
Thank you,
discuss with
thank you.
someone
Sure.
that the basic things he doesn't know.
Sure.
I'm
Thank
sorry.
you. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. This way, please. Thank you. Thank you very much. This way, please. Please come back 2 months later, please. Not next week, please. Thank you. All right. Now, the gentleman has been quite friendly, but that still doesn't excuse the fact that Islam is terrible. Islam is a religion of mental ailment, big time delusion. Muslims are walking around thinking Kaaba was built by Abraham in Mecca. when Mecca clearly didn't even exist as a city. Muslims are walking around thinking that there were Islamic messengers in all sorts of countries in their mother tongues. Can you imagine? Algeria, Morocco, Libya, Nigeria, Poland, India, England, Scotland, all sorts of countries apparently received an Islamic messenger pre-Islam. Can you imagine the level of ailment, the level of mental damage when it comes to Islam? And because of this mental damage, we have jihad, we have pedo-sex slavery, and we have genocidal attempts against Israel, and violence against Christians, violence against all sorts of non-Muslims, women's sex slavery, even amongst Muslim women. Say again? Takia, lying, all sorts of evil. My dear friends, all sorts of evil. Why? Muslims have decided not just to sell their souls, but also park their brain in the car park before they show up at Speaker's Corner. When we ask for evidence, they ask what the meaning of evidence is, the word evidence, how to spell it, how big to write it, what kind of E I'll write, and so on. All sorts of confusions. Why? Because that is the state of hopelessness. Do you think if I grab hold of the Manchester Arena bomber and ask him a few basic questions about Islam, do you think he would have been able to answer? Of course he wouldn't have been. These are mentally ill. No, they say even about the latest attacks, the couple of stabbings against a couple of, unfortunately, terrible Jewish people in our nation, they say he was mentally ill. I completely agree. And that is my point. This is mental illness. Anyone who takes this seriously are mentally ill. I mean, it's not news. We know this already. And so, my dear friends, it's time to wake up. Time for Prevent program. Time for the Prime Minister. Time for everyone to stand up and declare there is a national emergency. I'm quite glad that Keir Starmer says there is a national emergency in relation to anti-Semitism. My dear friends, he is only a few decades late. I will tell him the more up-to-date information. The national emergency that we have in the UK is not of a mere anti-Semitism, but that of Islam. We have a national emergency, which is that Islam exists in the UK. We need to wake up to this reality rather quickly if we want to defeat jihad, if we want to defeat the pedo-sex slavery gangs. Wake up. Islam needs to be eradicated. People who still think Islam is from some supernatural source, with all the sympathy we can show to them, should receive mental health help from others. Come to the Bible. Unlike the Quran, the biblical worldview is firmly grounded on evidence. Why do I think Jesus came back alive? Not because I'm trying to understand how evidence is spelled and whatever else. If anyone asks me what evidence is there for Jesus and resurrection, I'll be able to list all Christian sources, all non-Christian sources. All the apostolic writings, 27 books in the New Testament, non-Christian Greek sources, Roman sources, Jewish sources, I'll be able to list. This is how we understand history. If anyone asks me about events that happen in the Tanakh, I'll be able to provide evidence. This is how history works. My dear friends, we would be a sensible nation if we uphold the Bible, because the Bible teaches us how to think. We will become utter nutters, like the gentleman, the terrible physicist, and the other gentleman, if ever we also think the Quran deserves respect like the Bible. Wake up before it is too late. But the problem, like I've said earlier, begins with us. We have shown our back to Jesus, and therefore we are in a terrible problem already. Now is the time to wake up. It is time for us to wake up and say, Jesus, please forgive me. I want to take you seriously and begin to devote our lives top to bottom everywhere in our nation. We need youngsters, men, women, everyone to wake up and say, Jesus, we want you to take seriously. Individuals need to become proper devoted Christians. Take the Bible seriously. Read the Bible seriously. Individuals, men and women, a male and a female need to come together and enter into a holy matrimony. We need God-honoring families in our nation. No sex pre-marriage, no sex outside of marriage, post-marriage, and no live sexual intercourse and whatever else, relationships without marriage. What are we doing? Dishonoring God. We need to get our lives in order. We should be then able to say, only Bible sensible. This, find the nearest tip, fill it up. Well, or maybe, for some other use. I won't give you ideas. You know what use this can have. Come to Jesus. Save our nation. King Charles, waffling too much. You're becoming a clown. Come to Jesus. Keir Starmer, you're pretending that you are sensible when you are speaking utter nonsense. You are saying you have lost your elections. And I am telling you, unless you change in relation to fundamental issues, you're going to lose another election also. And it's not about communication problems. It's about problems with your core beliefs. Get it right. And Nigel Farage, don't be too glad that you've won a number of seats in the elections gone. Unless you get Jesus properly, my dear friend, unless you stand opposed to Islam properly, you will also be removed. We are facing unprecedented times in our nation. And as Christians, we are determined to stand up and get the help of Jesus in making sure our nation gets to a sensible place. God's blessings to you all. Thank you very much. God's blessings. Thank you.